Hello, hello.
Good evening. Happy Saturday.
First Saturday, yeah, first
First
Saturday of the
Saturday in
year.
January.
Yeah, we made it.
Lord.
2026, we're about to do this.
Let us get through it. So, I am Kimberly Curry Blue,
And I am Leonetta Brooks.
and we are part of the foundation.
Ta-da.
Right. So, talk about the foundation a little bit. And what I came up with was that the foundation is a soft place, soft landing place for MHS alumni, and that would be, as our school has closed, as we know it, Morningside High School closed this past June, June 2025, and so with that goes a lot of memories and also a lot of opportunity to build new memories at that location. So how we would gather, how we would see each other locally, besides, other local events, was normally at like homecoming games or basketball games. And now that is no more. So with that, we just had a conversation, we had a little roundtable conversation about like, you know, how do we keep this fire going? How do we keep the roar loud?
Because we still have a roar.
We do still have a roar. And so we came up with like, what can we call it? What can we call this thing that's growing? Our den, our tribe. What do we call it now? And we decided on the foundation. Because the foundation of living in Inglewood is where we all got our basics at. Build your rock on the solid build your house on the solid rock, right? And so there are so many good people, so many great things that have happened out of our knowing each other and attending schools in Inglewood High School District as well as Morningside High School. And so then we decided, okay, well let's take this to the people, right? We have so many methods and with the internet and everything, it's just the opportunities are endless. But we really want to focus on us as monarchs.
Right, because we're starting all over again.
We are starting.
We have to start a brand new foundation to be able to maintain. We still have to have a roar. We still have our voices. We still need strength to continue what we've been doing the whole time.
Exactly. So with that, as I said, I'm Kimberly Curry Blue. We have Lilianetta Brooks. We have Mr. Anthony Blue. And then today was marked absent, one of our founders. He had an excused absence, Mr. Delwyn Miller. And so he had a previous engagement, but he's been marked absent from class today. I just wanted to make sure we understood Delwyn is absent. So, he gets one more absence and then he's going to be. Let's get 3 absences.
Suspension.
Okay. I like that.
Suspension.
Give
me on timeout.
Susan Crimp's office.
Right.
So, as I said, the background of this is just remembering. Remembering Morningside, remembering things from the city of champions, our specific memories based on our growing up. Most of us started in elementary school with each other, and we just sort of picked up as you go along. It's like going down the street, just picking up strays. Just come along, right?
We all were straight.
I wasn't. I started in. You got me straight.
Okay, thank us for allowing us to pick up you not being stray and add it on to our family.
Yes.
Because that's what we all.
Yes. We accept everyone. We are one big happy family, and we have to stay that way. My daughter always compared us to being an HBCU high school. Right. And I mean, it didn't start out. Inglewood, obviously, we know from historical points, did not start off as an HBCU or a historical black city, but it sort of came in and we did what we do.
Yeah, we actually came out and we made our statement to let everybody know that we were here.
Yes.
We've been here. We had, of course, for those who are amongst the alumni just as well. We had our cheerleaders, we had our band, we had our drill team, we had our football players, all of our athletes. We've had some great people come out of there, which is all of us, of course. Right. But we have had an abundance of entertainment, abundance of laughter, abundance of just the craziest. And you all know, you all have your stories. I'm sure we do. We'll get back to that on some other note. But we made our stand. People knew us. People still know us. Like right up to this day, when I tell people what high school I went to, like, oh wow, and y'all still be all hanging out, and that's just street talk, because this is corporate America. Right. But yeah, but to let people know that we have our alumni evenings every last single year, up to whatever the hundreds of numbers that actually show up, how much we have at the time. We give the whole weekend to our alumni. And then there is, of course, the takeovers in Vegas. First year, immaculate. Second year, immaculate. It just got better and better and better. And now here we are, we're older. Yes. And there's some things that we feel as the foundation, we need to hold on to that, to maintain that and continue. Because when we're gone, our kids have the smaller memory of what they know about us, but then the kids after that, they have no idea.
And to that point, the 2025 graduates will not, there won't be another graduating class from Morningside High School after 2025.
Absolutely.
So whenever they have their reunions, that'll be the last one. Right. So that's like, sort of gives me chills when I think about it.
But us as the elders, and we can say that now, but us as the elders, we are still supposed to represent us even at their life, even at their life. Right. Because we are the start and there are the last. They're the finish of what we've had. So let's make this work for us, you guys.
Yeah.
Let's make this work for us.
So that sort of goes to, where do we go from here? Like, what's the next steps? Because, like I said earlier, we don't have the normal meetups, right? We would have those blasts about the basketball game coming up, or the annual rival game between the crosstown rival schools, right? Or where we would meet up, the football games and different things of that nature. So now we have to make new ways to meet up with one another. But in all, some people may not be able to travel all the time, and we still need a soft place to land. And so this foundation and being able to be connected and share those memories and just have a place to commune is great. We'll have guests.
Absolutely.
We'll have opportunities for other monarchs to come up and share their memories and commune with us about things that we may or may not have known. We try to keep it PG.
Absolutely.
As best as possible.
Right.
But some of the stuff that happened,
right,
it's just not PG.
Right.
We'll put the disclaimer on.
Yeah,
we'll
have
a conversation.
We'll
Everyone is. It's not going to be for the faint of heart. This conversation.
Absolutely not.
So, but to that point, like I said, we just want to make sure that we have a place for us to have a sounding board. We are, as I like to put, becoming well seasoned. Right. We're seasoning more every year, and and some of us we're losing monarchs, and so every year, this is it just becomes more and more important for us to maintain those connections. So, this is the forum.
Just because we are no longer within standing on the map,
yes,
does not mean we have to be removed from the map.
Exactly. And just like with any other African tradition, oral tradition is the way to keep it going, right? We have so many things amongst our family members that may or may not be written down, and some generation will say, "Man, we need to really write this down so we can keep a log of it."
Absolutely.
And this is our log. This is our log, right? We don't have to do pens and paper anymore.
Absolutely not. This is our log.
Right. It'll be out in cyberspace for everybody to see.
So where do we go from here?
Where do we go?
We are making our log.
That's it. We're making our log.
There we go.
We're building our den.
Absolutely.
And you can always come home.
Right? Absolutely.
To the foundation.
Absolutely.
I like that. I'm gonna go Friday.
All right.
Me and my Craig strawberry drink.
No, please don't cry.
That's sparkling.
I know, because
So
I
my
hear that
raspberry
voice. And oh my God, look at her, her little eyes
you
are
know,
watering.
because you know, you think
It's
about
emotional.
it,
Yeah.
it's emotional that there is no, and the school is there, the building is still there, but it's been painted over, and the colors have been changed, and the names have been changed, and it won't have that same feel. No. It's not, you know, I can remember when I was here, whatever else, even though that space is still there, it doesn't look the same, and so it won't feel, the energy is different. It might need to be saged.
It's, well, you know, why? We could definitely do that. They can stop us from doing that. I think that, kind of jumping the gun just a little bit, so on that very last day that we were all out there taking the biggest family picture ever, there were still quite a few of us who were there until what, 5, 6 o'clock? And at the closing of all of us walking away, we toast, we said some things emotional, we just stood there and just looked. We start talking about where we started from. We start talking about where we all started from, and the tears just start flowing, the emotions start kicking in, and to just stand there with a group of your brother and sisterhood, and we're toasting to the one place that brought us all together as a family.
Right, and even, I mean,
Now you can cry.
Morningside has such a foothold and stronghold on its former students that alumni, we'll call them alumni,
Absolutely.
who didn't even graduate from Morningside, they may have transferred out, still consider themselves martyrs. Right?
Absolutely.
They show up in their red and white, and they're right there rolling with, because that's part of the city of champions, right? That's how that ties together. Because even if you didn't graduate from Morningside, you went there and you formed those bonds, and those people are still your friends.
Absolutely.
And so when you have the opportunity to meet up, you're there.
You're there.
We're there. And so this is why the reunions or the picnic, I don't like to call it, what do I call it? The summer gathering is what I'm going to call it. The summer gathering and the Vegas reunions are so important because it's an opportunity. The summer gathering is local. It's in Inglewood, so it gives you the opportunity for those who may not be able to make it to Vegas. You can still get together in your pods of your graduates, your colleagues, your comrades, and then still one year it was about what, maybe not last year but the year before, it was about 400 people there.
That actually was closer to 5.
Yeah, I mean, you just saw a sea.
It was closer to 5, and surprisingly enough, there was a lot of, I'm not just calling outsiders, I'm sorry, but they were still part of the neighborhood that actually made that. Mm-hmm. I mean, by the time that everybody has known for us to be doing this over and over and over again, we've got more people from outside of our circles in our lives to be a part of and see what we do.
Right.
Now, I will say, since then, I have started seeing other schools trying to gather, but they'll never top us. They'll never top us. So the one great thing that I could definitely say from this day is the one memory that stands out more, that we all stood together. Mm-hmm. From infants all the way up to now, here we are. I'm not going to say how old most of us are, but we all stuck together. No matter what was going on, no matter what was happening, we all stuck together. And we have no reason to not continue to keep sticking together.
Right. And then we find, like this past year at the summer gathering, we had our class. My class was 88, and our class T-shirt, the logo was hand drawn by one of our classmates, and so it was like, who was it? We couldn't really remember. And another classmate found him online, but he found him too late for him to actually go in. We tried to go in and clean up the image, and Anthony was able to do it digitally. But he even complimented and was like, "Oh wow, you guys did a really good job." And making a compliment. But now we've reconnected. We brought him back into the fold. So
Absolutely.
There are people traveling from out of state, like, oh, I'm coming to the outing. If you can't make that, hey, October. It's normally the first weekend in October, but this year It's the second weekend in October because NASCAR has taken over Las Vegas.
Yeah.
So
we had our moment. We had our takeover. Who was that? What year was that? What was that? 13? 14? We took over Vegas and it was immaculate.
Yeah.
So we can let NASCAR do it right now. It's okay.
Yeah.
Because we'll take it back.
We're going to build it.
Right.
It's an opportunity to get out of state, to go to a place that's close enough to home, to but you can still get away.
Right.
Because that's one of the things that Anthony normally says about having reunions in state.
Absolutely.
There's always something to do at home that will pull you from.
Absolutely. So this year for 2026, ladies and gentlemen, alumni not, maybe, wherever you came from, let's make this year like we've had the first, like we've had the second. Don't just give up on faith of not going because of all these other things. We are still Mormons.
Right.
We are still Mormons. So throughout all the time frames of, and it's been, oh my God, it's been what? 11 years? 12 years? 12 years.
13.
It'll be 13 this year, it'll be 13 years. It's been 13, that's a lot of years for us to be in one place at the same time.
Message.
Oh, we have a message, we have a visitor.
Yeah, I just pop in for a second. Yes, 13 years, but it's back on. Like I said, we got to hold on to everything we have. So bringing it back is a must for us, and that's what we doing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So let's do this. Let's do this. Don't fall off, y'all, and it's okay. It's okay.
I mean, people were in their feelings last year about sharing the space. I mean, I understand on one behalf.
Right.
We party with everybody.
We party with everybody.
And so, I mean, I get it. And especially on the heels of that, we don't have a home base.
Right.
So
we have to continue our legacy.
But we have to continue regardless. Come
yes.
Look.
Yep.
In the end, we're still monarchs.
At the end, we're still monarchs.
And every year we lose more and more. And so this last set has been sort of difficult.
It's been devastating in every year. I think that now that we have gotten to the level in our lives where I'm not going to be emotional. This is the time to really appreciate each other and what we actually have left. We don't know what our time frames look like. So let's just make the best of it. The best way we know how. So saying all that to say, we will definitely be coming back on quite often. We'll let you guys know like what else is happening out there, who's doing what, where they're going, what's the functions at F3. Please feel free. Let us know. We definitely want to still keep everybody in the loop. So there won't be a reason why you've fallen off the loop.
And we'll support each other, right?
Absolutely.
What's coming up next is the comedy.
On the 21st. Yes.
In Inglewood at the Miracle.
Yes.
It's put on by Chris Spencer and
the Elliott
Brothers.
Absolutely.
They do it every third Wednesday of the month.
And those are our little brothers and big brothers for the ones under. So let's definitely be right. Let's just maintain the support. But again, there's a lot of new things that are actually going to also be occurring throughout the year. So we will definitely keep you all posted, but let's just continue. Let's continue doing what we've been doing for years.
And it's more important now because there is not the opportunity to say, are you going to homecoming? Are you going to the rivalry football game?
Right, let's make our own homecoming dance. Well, let's get our own homecoming dance.
Oh, I like that. Our own
homecoming dance.
Yeah. I mean, because Fridays is closed.
Right.
We need another location.
Another location, but that's okay. We can definitely get one. Let's do our own homecoming dance.
That's how we can do it.
We can even do a prom. No, that's fine. I mean, it's again, the things that help put us all together are the same things that we still need to maintain to stay.
Right. So And that leads to how we stay connected. So
Yeah. By staying.
by staying connected, by making the conscious decision to do it, right? There's always going to be some reason why, um, but your why has to be bigger than your why not.
Absolutely.
And so I like that. I got that off of our motivationers, and but it has really resonated with me. Your why has to be bigger than your why not.
Absolutely.
And in any and everything that's going on in your space, in your life.
Absolutely.
And so, with regards to staying connected, with regards to what's going on personally, your why always has to be bigger than your why not
Right.
for you to actually
Right.
see it through.
Right.
And so, this why is bigger than the why not because if we say why not, there is nothing else, right? That's it.
I mean, you've given up.
We've given up, and we
not
don't
about to
give
do
up
that.
by words.
That's what we don't do.
No, we don't.
That's what we
So,
don't do.
We'll come back to you. We'll, like I said, we're going to shout out things that's happening. I know I said before that about the red book. The red book is going to come out, and that's going to be how you can stay connected to your fellow monarchs and support them in their business ventures. Do you need a doctor? Do you need a dentist? Do you need a plumber? Do you need a painter? Do you need a therapist? Whatever. We're going to get a list of
Absolutely.
people. There are so many of us, as you said earlier, that have really achieved a lot and that have successfully built businesses.
Absolutely.
And if you're gonna support, why not support someone that you know?
Absolutely.
Right? So it's about recirculating that dollar amongst ourselves first before we send it out.
Right.
And that's how we're gonna have to really this country is getting to the point where we really have to be self-reliant. And so we are part of that is relying on your foundation, right? And we're the World Wide Web. We are our own.
We are our own World Wide Web. Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
So we'll be on the lookout.
Right.
If you're looking to advertise your business,
Let us know.
let me know. And yeah, so we're about 30 minutes in.
We're 30 minutes in, and we will actually see and talk to you guys later.
Right. Thank you for joining Side Conversations.
The foundation.
The foundation. Again, I'm Kimberly Curry Blue.
I'm Willianetta Brooks.
Anthony Blue working the
Hold
production.
on, let me come on.
Oh, okay, go, come on.
There I am.
There you are.
There you are.
So that's Anthony Blue, aka Coach Blue. And so say a little something, babe.
Yeah, this was something we've been thinking about for a long time, and really, having the means to bring it to you. So, uh, this is why we want to do it and bring something positive because we don't have anything else. And that's what gets to me. We don't have the homecoming, like they said. We don't have the basketball game anymore. We probably had to play it at Derby or something like that. But we're gonna bring you a place where we can get together and how we normally get together. So we got one guy absent, and he's our wild card. So he's absent today. He was ditching, but we gonna bring. He had excuse absent outside he's ditching. So yeah, but we just definitely want to do this and bring you guys something and bring it to you correctly. Bring it to you virtually, bring it to you digitally. We want to bring it to you a different way. So anybody out there with events coming up, we'll have our Red Book guide. We're almost going to be a news station for Morningside Alumni, and that's why we're the foundation. So.
Or City of Champions.
City of Champions too.
Right.
Yeah, so we just decided to do it and do it correctly and really start it off and don't fade. We're not gonna fade and we're gonna bring it to you. So we just practice. We was practicing, but we're not practicing no more. We bring it to you for real. So.
And this song is playing My First Love. One side is our first love, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's where a lot of people.
That's where a lot of
found their first love. A lot of couples,
Right.
Yeah, I got my monarch over here.
Right.
It'll be me.
Mhm.
So yeah, no, that's because you just it's a kindness.
Yeah, our connection
and they can't be matched.
They can be matched.
No other school that I've come across, probably my mom's high school in the South, may do something close to, because those people normally come in together and they go out together and
Right.
they stay with each other.
Right.
But we that's the Monarch adjacent. Yeah, but for SoCal, there's not another high school
Yeah,
here that
that's
is like
good.
this.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
so, regardless of whether or not we have a building, we're going to be nomads, right? And hey, that's what that's.
We're gonna keep
whatever.
our pride alive and
One
keep it
aside.
pushing.
One aside.
Absolutely do.
Well, thanks for joining us, and we will see you on the next Conversations Foundation.
It's so good.